Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve. So, welcome everyone to the very last live stream that we are going to do this year for 2021. I am the Artie Dance. This is Asian Film Fan. So, you might be watching on the Artie Dance channel, or you may be watching on Odyssey, or you may be watching on Facebook. Welcome wherever you are. In this video, we're going to be live stream. We're going to be taking a look at the trailer for the sequel to the Battle at Lake Changjin. This is Watergate Bridge. So this was anticipated that the Battle of Lake Changjin would get a sequel. We've known about this from the start. It's going to have the same cast, the same directors. So the trailer for Watergate Bridge dropped just recently. And so I thought we might watch it together and have a bit of a talk about it. So let's watch the trailer first, and then let's have a chat about what the movie is based on. Here it is. Here is the trailer for for Watergate Bridge. So it's good. We can still see that Eugene Jackson is still in the film. This is only a teaser trailer. It's only 40 seconds long. It's not a very long one.
今天你想怎么跑，你自己定。
Definitely looks like it'll be following Jim Jackson storyline. Like I said, very short teaser trailer for the film, and I'll just let it keep playing in the background. So when I looked at the Battle of Lake Changjin's trailer, I did say that I wasn't sure that the world needed a movie like that. And definitely in the comment section, I was proved wrong. And I'm happy to admit that I was proved wrong. And so, I'm going to go into this movie far more open-minded than the Battle at Lake Changjin, which I haven't seen yet. And I would really like to see. So if you have seen it, I'd be curious to know what you thought of it. It's had to have been a decent film because it was the #1 box office film in China for a very long time, and making a sequel to it made a lot of sense. It looks like in this film, visually, it's probably going to be a much better looking film. Certainly is a lot of CGI, and you don't make movies like this quick without over relying on CGI. So you might be thinking, what is Watergate Bridge about? What historical event is this particular movie based on? So we know the first one was based on the Battle of Lake Changjin, with the Chinese taking on the American troops in Korea. This movie, while we can see in that shot there that they do seem to be blowing up something to do with the US Army, this movie seems to be something slightly different. So I'll just read out what the Watergate Bridge incident was about. So the Hangang Bridge bombing was a demolition operation conducted by the South Korean Army to destroy the Hangang Bridge in Seoul, South Korea on the 28th of June, 1950, to delay the rapid North Korean advance towards the city. So on the 25th of June that year, North Korea had invaded South Korea, sparking the Korean War. So in the early morning of the 27th of June, the Syngman Rhee had himself evacuated away from Seoul by his special train with several other South Korean government officials, despite his forming his country on the previous day of decision by him and his government to remain behind, even with the looming threat of a North Korean attack. That must have been the South Korean president. At 11 a.m., the South Korean Army headquarters decided to destroy the Hangang Bridge to stop the North Korean invasion and gave up defending Seoul. So not knowing too much about what the Chinese involvement was in this war, I can only kind of guess as to what this movie will be about. Hello, KL. Nice to have you along for the live chat, the live stream. So we can kind of only assume what this is about. The Chinese synopsis for the film says it does follow the same soldiers as they continued on the war from Lake Changjin into Watergate Bridge. So this movie does have the same cast. We are looking at the exact same cast from the first film. We're looking at the same directors: Kage Chen, Choi Hark, Dante Lam. We've got Wu Jing, as you know. Jackson Yi is there. Yi Hon Duan and Yao Wenju is there. Yeah, and Chen Li also there. And apparently Jung Hung Yu, who doesn't seem to be in the trailer for this one, is also going to be in this film. So I'm just going to let the trailer keep rolling in the background. So what are your thoughts on it? Like I said last time, I did the Battle of Lake Changjin reaction trailer. I got a lot of comments telling me, that I should be a bit more open-minded to these wars. That we can't always show China as the bad guy, and we can't always show America as the good guy. And I can accept that. Yet we need to show both sides of the stories, especially when it comes to war stories. So this movie looks like it's very much focusing on the Chinese involvement within South Korea at the time. As I said, I don't know too much about these whole wars. We've had a lot of people who do know a lot about the Changjin War made a lot of comments in the last video, and it was great to read them. It was great to read what you thought. It's great to read whether you thought that you were going to go watch the film as well. Watching Battle of Lake Changjin has been a little difficult because here in Australia, it's not showing in too many cinemas. A lot of the mainstream cinemas obviously don't want to pick it up. So I'm going to have to rely on watching this one on streaming or perhaps Blu-ray if it ever comes out on Blu-ray. And I'm assuming it's going to be the same with Watergate Bridge. We're not going to be able to watch this film in the cinema over here. So we'll have to rely on reviews, etc. For this film. I will be curious to know a bit more about it. And I'm not sure if it's planned trilogy, but it's definitely the sequel. It looks like it will release, I'm guessing since this is the teaser and the last one released in October, I would gather my opinion to say that this movie will probably release in October of next year to coincide with the Chinese national holiday on the 1st of October. Looking at the trailer, some of it looks a little bit rough. So clearly there's a bit of post work that still needs to be done with this movie, probably to try and fix up some of these visual effects. Some of these visual effects do look a little on the weak and cheap side. So it'll be good to see that they'll fix up some of these visuals before they actually release this film. But if you've seen the first film, what did you think of it? Leave a comment below after the stream ends. Usually a lot of people watch this after the stream ends, so write your comments below to let me know what you thought of the original film and whether you want to go see this film. So what I might do just to close off today's session, do want to wish everyone a happy new year. It's about 10 hours to go here in Australia until till midnight, until we can celebrate 2022 and hopefully a great new prosperous year, free of that horrible virus, maybe, if we're lucky. Anyway, before we go, Happy New Year to everyone. Let's check out the trailer one last time, and don't forget to leave me some comments about what you think of the film. Thank you, everyone, and see you later.
以前不让你乱跑，是怕你惹事儿。今天你想怎么跑，你自己定。
Happy New Year, everyone. He is hoping that 2022 gives us some great new movies. Take care.